Long time no see, McGee. It's been on 3 weeks since we last spoke. This has to be a one shot, one kill kind of video, so to speak, because it's going to be an unboxing and I can only unbox it once. I don't want to fake my way through an unboxing video. Oh, there's some stalwart travelers there in the storm. Anyway, I was talking to an employee of mine today. Charles, you know what's nice about knowing stuff? Is if the supply chain stop. If the trucks stop delivering stuff to the grocery store. If there is no more meat to be bought. If there's no more vegetables, fruits, starches like potatoes. It's good to know stuff. Because we're standing in not only a grocery store, pharmacy. There's meat to be had. There's fish. There is greens. There are greens. To name a few. Chicory, dandelions, wild mustard, yellow dock. There's starches. Don't need to have those taters. You can eat various roots and other sundry sources, including the inner bark of trees. So I'm thinking, you're only allowed one tool. Just one. Un tool. Tool of Un. What would you want to have? Possibly one of these. This is something you haven't thought about. This is something I wasn't even aware of. And it came about as far as little garden shovels. Those little rickety things are like little miniature spades that you dig in the dirt and then it breaks because the welds are bad and they're flimsy. And then you curse them and buy another one over and over again. But I was researching it. A good one. And I came up with this thing. Hori Hori. H-O-R-I. Repeat. H-O-R-I. It's a Japanese garden knife. And it's an automatopoeia, or whatever that is. Hori Hori is the sound it makes as you're digging feverishly. Now, you might not think of a little garden shovel as a survival tool, but think about it. What if you could combine a knife, saw, and a shovel into one thing? Not only could you plant your petunias, but you could dig up roots. You know how hard it is to dig up, say, a chicory root, a full-size chicory root, because you want to brew your chicory coffee-like drink? Or dig out a burdock root of various sorts, or a big American spikenard, what have you. It's the what have yous that count. Well, if you could combine your knife and your shovel and your saw in the one Hori Hori, you'd have it made. Now, let's see what quality this is. That is a heavy blade. It is sharp on that side, and I do appreciate that it would be hard to keep a knife sharp that you're digging in the dirt, but look at that. It's a garden knife, my friends. Planting whatever, geraniums, petunias, wild ginger, whatever. It's got the measuring tool. It's got a pointy thing. It's sturdy and full tang. Let me see here. Whoa, I don't want to cut myself. The tang extends all the way through the handle. There's good solid stainless steel, polished stainless steel, all the way to the end. It has serration for cutting through roots or who knows what. But this is it. Your survival tool, brought to you by Petunia Planters. This one is at ML Tools, but I've also done some research. Check out Bare Bones, that's one word. Bare Bones, Hori Hori garden knife. Beautiful walnut handle, and a, what would you call that, a bolster, a pommel? Because everything turns into a hammer. So there it is, the ultimate in garden tools. You can see yourself. I see Jimmy, and Dandelion, and Daniel, and little Peter. Isn't this slick? A garden knife. Bare Bones, check that one out. This is my wife's, that I will use until I get my Bare Bones with the walnut handle and the pommel. Because again, we guys always turn everything into a hammer. It's a wrench and a hammer. It's a screwdriver hammer. This is nice. And what's cool is, how often do you see little garden shovels that have sheaths? Nice. Well, that is about it. That is all. And think about it. How dependent upon the world of transportation and shopping do you want to really be? Sure, it would be inconvenient if the lights went out and the water stopped pumping, but it shouldn't be a deal breaker if you know your stuff. Learn your plants, primitive bow people. Be multidimensional. Learn your plants. Learn where that source of nutrition is that's just waiting to be had. Have a good one. I don't know when I'll talk to you again. Work has begun. My season has begun. But it's been good chatting with you. And again, Hori Hori, H-O-R-I, H-O-R-I, pardon the hiccups. That's where it is.